want to talk about real control of like a narrative of my life. I know you don't necessarily, maybe you didn't mean it exactly like this, but for me at 31, only now do I feel like I'm actually taking a control of the narrative of Bobby Hall or Logic or my public perception or whatever the hell that means. Because I've actually decided to write about it completely unfiltered. You know what I mean? I mean, there's even a section of the book where I discuss my Joel moment, Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind, where he killed a bird with an interaction that I had with a mentally challenged child. And I was young as well. And I didn't, I use different words because back then we used different words. And I think for me, being able to get all of this out is the first time in my life where I don't feel like I'm constantly fighting to prove my identity to anybody else. Because one, it wasn't really, there was nobody on the receiving end. Do you know what I mean? So I'm sitting here and I'm writing this book and I'm like, this is the truth. This is my truth. This is what I went through. This is what it is. In music and my come up as a musician, it was always, hey guys, like I'm a rapper. No, you're not. What do you mean? You're white. Oh, well, I'm not white. My dad's black and my mom, and then it always goes into this thing about race. And then it goes into having to prove my identity or blackness or lack thereof or this or that or whatever the case may be. So it wasn't until this, and I hope I'm answering your question, but it wasn't until this project, this memoir that I felt this is my identity. And there's nobody really there to tell me that it's not. There will be, once it
Just
comes
wait till it
out,
comes
people are
out.
gonna
Yeah.
feel, yeah. But I mean, the coolest part is like it's just different. I don't know how to explain it. It's the first time in my life where I just don't feel like I have to. And also, it's like I'm 31. I know I'm young, but I'm older. I'm not a 22-year-old kid trying to make it in rap and hip hop and gossip and this and all this other stuff. It's just like, hey man, like if you like take it or leave it, like you might not have to, you don't have to like it, but it's true. And I hate that so much of it is that it is true. Everything I went through, the state of the world, race relations, like it all sucks. But rather than run, I chose to talk about it and finally get everything off my chest, especially about people in my life who had a lot to do with my identity and my upbringing, who may not like how they are described in this book. But at the end of the day, it's like I didn't do it from a place of malice, anger. I just was telling the truth, and it was all very awesome, and I'm very glad that I did it.
I hope